Welcome to our home manners videos series. This is a knock at the door or a ring of the doorbell, and that your dog is going to behave appropriately. So in essence, what you might do is have your dog go to a specific place. I'm going to have Copper not, in essence, leave past the threshold. So if the doorbell rings, knock at a door, the dog might bark. That's acceptable. They're alerting you somebody is here. That is okay. You don't want excessive. Like a dog is sitting in a picture window or trying to get through the door, aggressive, sounds aggressive or anything like that. That is something you don't want. For this exercise, I do happen to have Copper on a leash. So he's going to go over here, Copper. And the reason for the leash is that it's just easier as you're training to be able to, if they break, move out, you can go ahead and correct them. So I have him on the leash. I'm going to go ahead and have the doorbell ring. I want him to sit. I want him to stay in this area. So I don't want him to cross this area. If he gets up, it's okay, but I want him to stay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the door. Stay. I would talk to somebody outside. And then I'm going to close the door. And then I'm going to tell him he's a good dog. Yeah, it's a good boy. So he actually did this without barking. He did this without going past the threshold. Copper is very notorious for wanting to get to who's on the other side of the door. So for him to do this for me, I'm very, very shocked. This is not what I had expected. I had expected him to break, so I can show you how to correct this. So let me see if I can get him to maybe consider doing this. So the doorbell rings. Wait. Open the door. I'm going to chat away with the person that's at the door. But now I'm going to actually do. Okay, so that was a real doorbell. He rang and he came to the door. So him actually barking was an acceptable behavior. So he knows the difference between the two doorbells. So him doing the actual barking is acceptable. The part that he came to the door, because I had the door open, that isn't. So I want him to sit, Copper, sit, wait. Now that I rang the door, he does think somebody's there. Wait, stay. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I made an error. I gave him two commands. I gave a wait and a stay command. So the command is stay. Copper, sit. Well, he's going to down, but I gave him a sit command. So you got to do this so you don't confuse them. Come here, Copper. Sit. Stay. 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 So the door is open. Stay. I'm going to go ahead and talk to who's out here. Thank you very much. And I'm going to close the door. So he's figured out, oh, come here. That was a good boy. Dad is a good boy. The part that he got up, even though I didn't tell him and release him from it, is still okay because he's still technically under control. He didn't go running past the threshold point. So he has figured out the difference between the fake doorbell and the real doorbell. So using my imitation doorbell did not create what I wanted. So the aspect of you may need to have somebody on the other outside part of the door, have somebody knock for you on that aspect. But the main part is you want the dog under control. So you don't want the dog bolting to the door, because if you need to open the door and get a package, you want to be able to do that and have the dog to be able to stay for you. So we'll see. Stay. He didn't bark like you did the last time. And so I can open the door, I can close the door. that's a good boy, that's a good boy. So that is basically that skill. That is what we are looking to achieve. So pretty much they're under control, they can bark. Like I said, when I rang the actual doorbell, he barked. So is there anything wrong with that? No. Did he bark a lot? No, he just barked some. The leash is like I said, the leash is good to have to do some corrections when you need, because he obviously went up to the door when I rang the bell. He went too far, he went past my point of where I wanted him to go. So that is basically what this skill is. Like I said, you can decide to have them go to a specific place. You could say you want them to go to their crate. You could have them go lay on a carpet. I mean, I could have him go to the chair. I could have him go right and stay in one particular spot. That is your choice. For me, I just want him to stay at a certain point and not pass a certain threshold. At this point, that is where we're at. And like I said, I was really surprised he didn't do what he did when I rang the actual doorbell. So he did break and go towards the door. So that gives you, he's not perfect, but that is what we're looking for, a dog to be under control. So if you have any questions or concerns, you need further information about this, please feel free to reach out to Mary Lou Mater or myself. And again, thank you very much for watching our videos. What's up, huh?